What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Real Talk, where every Monday we give you guys the movie news. And so we're doing something a bit different today, kind of treating this like a podcast now. We just talk freely about all the movie news that we have for you guys. And then I'm going to cut up into little videos. If you guys are not interested in everything, just watch what you are into. So yeah, anything to add on that?
No, we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out. Let us know how you guys like it. And starting off with the news, one trailer that we had this week is the new Kingsman trailer, The Golden Circle, which I was personally hyped about. I know you didn't like the first one.
No, why did you say that?
No, I'm just kidding.
Why are you lying?
We both enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed the
Right?
first one.
So what did you think about the trailer?
I mean, it looks pretty cool. It looks just kind of like the same thing
More-
as the
yeah,
first
more-
one. It looks basically like the same thing. It has the
Yeah.
same style. Like, it's kind of like, it's really exaggerated action movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still gonna go watch it because I did enjoy the first one a lot.
Yeah.
So it definitely, it'll definitely make me go watch the second one.
Yeah.
But I know you're gonna go watch it.
Yeah, definitely, because actually, the first one I lagged it on. I didn't see it in theaters, and I didn't even see it when it came out. I think I bought the Blu-ray on Black Friday when it was like super cheap and stuff like that. But I watched it then, and I was like, man, I wish I could see this in theaters, because you know how
Yeah.
the type of movie it is, like an action movie and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. This one looks like you said more of the same, but I don't think that's bad.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
the first one was so good and everything it did. But yeah, I'm excited to see how. This is not a spoiler because it's in the trailer. So if you saw the trailer, and obviously you saw it, even in the posters, Colin Firth is in it.
Right.
And then we're like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
well, spoilers if you haven't seen the first one. He died in the first one. So everybody's like, what the heck? Like, is he
Yeah,
like
yeah,
some
yeah.
kind of clone? Is he a robot? Or like,
He has like
does
an
he have,
eye
a-
patch, so
Yeah, like, I don't remember if he got shot like
he
in
got
the
shot
head
in
or the eyes. He got shot in the head somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see what happened, you know?
Right. Yeah,
So-
for sure. Well,
so, yeah.
that's the only thing that I think probably people are like, what the hell? Like, what's going
Yeah,
on
like
with
a
that?
question.
Yeah. But well, that was the only big trailer news, I guess, that we had. But moving
Yeah.
on to the actual movie news, the first thing we wanted to talk about was the director from Hell or High Water.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be partnering up again with Chris Pine, and is he gonna be partnering up again with the other actor? I forgot his name.
Ben Foster.
Ben Foster,
Yeah, Ben
yes.
Foster.
For a movie called The Outlaw King. So, what do you think about that?
I'm personally excited because Hell or High Water, I feel like, well, I was going to say it was underrated, but it was up for Oscars.
It was
and stuff like that.
nominated,
Yeah, so I can't
I
say
mean,
that.
I
So,
don't think it was underrated.
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
love that movie so much. I was kind of rooting for it for Best Picture,
Mhm.
kind of. But but anyways, I'm excited for this because I guess the All Out King is kind of like a retelling of the Braveheart
Braveheart.
story. You know, like not exactly a remake or whatever. It's just like another version of it. I think this is based on a book as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, with that director, I think it's David Mackenzie, Chris Pine, and Ben Foster. Ben Foster is so underrated.
He is.
He's so good, like in everything. You know,
He is.
he's been in. So I'm excited to see these guys
Yeah.
go at it again. Hopefully, they can find a part for Jeff Bridges, so it can be
So he
complete
can
the
be in
cast.
it
You know.
too. Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited too when you told me that it had kind of like a, fuck, I'm blanking, a Braveheart feel.
Yeah.
It made me excited because movies like that, and I could definitely see this director, him being really good for a movie like that.
Yeah.
And like you said, I really enjoyed Ben Foster. I actually really enjoyed Chris Pine, which
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of. I don't
Yeah.
hate him, but I'm not like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Chris Pine.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
just there for me.
A lot of people hate on him though.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people say, oh,
Never
he's
heard
just
of
in
that.
Star Trek. He's no William Shatner and all this stuff. And, you know.
Well, I don't know. Like for me, he's just not on my radar. Like he's
Yeah.
just there.
Yeah.
Nothing special. But needless to say, I did enjoy him a lot in Hell or High Water. I think it was just because it was that great of a movie.
Yeah.
But for me, the one that really shined was Ben Foster. But
Ben
anyways,
Foster,
that's
yeah.
talking about Hell or High Water.
So this is the review.
So bringing that into this new movie, I am definitely excited to see how it comes together.
Yeah, definitely. And another re-teaming, I guess. I don't know if they ever done a movie together, but Martin Scorsese, the great director, he's in talks to direct this new film called The Killers of the Flower Moon. But he's going to be he's in talks with Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro to star in the movie. And again, this sounds amazing. Stellar cast. You know, Martin Scorsese, I mean, obviously he loves working with these two actors in specific. So for this type of movie that it's kind of like we're talking about, it's kind of like There Will Be Blood, right?
Right, yeah, from what it sounded like.
Yeah, like all this oil stuff and like the farm
gets
like raided and stuff.
Killings, right?
Of like these Indians and stuff on like that land or something. But anyways, like we said in the other story, I mean, if this happens, this is gonna be great. I mean, Martin Scorsese is already coming out with The Irishman. Coming out on Netflix, hopefully soon. I know that we covered that. They haven't released. They just announced that it was coming on Netflix. But yeah, I mean, again, like we said, stellar cast, great director. Sounds like a story that he would like to tell, Martin Scorsese. So I'm definitely looking forward to this.
Yeah, and I think these actors that he is in talks of working with, Leo and Robert De Niro. I mean, they're just actors that lend themselves to movies like this.
Yeah.
Like they're very like diverse, but I feel like their stellar moments is when they are in like some sort of like historical movie.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
Because like especially when I saw Leo in Django, I was just blown away by his performance. No, in Django. Oh yeah, and The Revenant. I was like, wait, but yeah, for that too. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for it, for sure.
And especially Martin Scorsese coming off of Silence. I don't know if this is going to be his next film, but he's probably going to do The Irishman. But Silence was a period piece, again, and it's dealt with religion and stuff like that. But he did that so well. That movie was so underrated. I was really hoping for it to be nominated. I think it was nominated for screenplay or something like that, or maybe best cinematography, because everything that, like I said, that's a very underrated movie. If you haven't seen Silence, I believe it's already out on Blu-ray and stuff like that. So do yourself a huge favor and watch that. But yeah.
Well, moving on to another actor that we both really enjoy. Jeff Goldblum is set to return to Jurassic World 2. I got kind of confused. There's so many now. But no, it's in the period of, this new Jurassic World. So are you excited? I'm sure you are.
Definitely. Jeff Goldblum and everything, even in the Hell Heart Wider sequel or whatever.
Another underrated actor, I think.
Yeah, definitely. He's so, like we said, diverse. He could do everything.
I really enjoyed him in... Crap, I'm blanking on that movie.
Independence
Jesus
Day
Christ.
2? Resurgence?
Yes.
Really? You watched it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
I really enjoyed
But a lot
him.
of people, I've had heard that he's like the best part of it.
Yeah, he is. Him and his dad.
Yeah.
I forget the actor's name.
Gosh.
But it's the original cast that came out.
Yeah.
I enjoyed his parts immensely, and I think honestly he's the reason that the movie was watchable for me.
Yeah, because of Jeff.
Because of the actors coming back and just bringing in that sort of nostalgic feeling for me. But anyways, Goldblum I think he's great. I don't know. I think he just has something about him that I like. So anyways, him returning to Jurassic World 2 maybe will bring that kind of thing, because like how it brought, like I said, to Independence Day, it brought that nostalgic feel. For you and I, we both really like Jurassic Park because it brings back childhood memories. Yes. So maybe he'll bring that. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Like I said, I love Jeff Goldblum. I can't wait to see what he does in Thor Ragnarok. That's gonna be cool. But yeah, I feel like The Lost World, Jurassic Park, the second one, that was really cool, and I liked his character. Mm-hmm. He had a daughter and everything like that. So hopefully he brings that. I think they're gonna try to connect this one with the old one, because another bit of news that dropped kind of was that James Cromwell, he said he's going to be playing a part, I guess the original professor's partner, and they created the Jurassic World or something like that, but I don't know. But so I think they're going to try to connect it to the original ones. I think that would be cool, but I don't know if they add too much mythology to it that we didn't understand, and we're going to be like, well, in Jurassic World, where was this guy or something like that, but I don't know. I think continuing Jeff Goldblum's character in this one is pretty cool. I wanted to see him interact with all the dinosaurs again. Maybe that T-Rex. He'll throw up another flare or something. But he's gonna interact with Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And well, we kind of touched upon this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that you weren't a big fan.
Yeah.
Of Jurassic World.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to hear more of your thoughts about that since we're like on the
topic. I liked it for what it was. It was a good adventure Jurassic World movie. And a quick little thing about it, it surprised me because I watched it that Sunday that it came out. And there were still, like, in every theater that was playing at that Edwards, there's lines for it. Like, still, on Sunday, it made so much money, and I was, like, blown away because it was already the third day of that weekend, and there's still lines for it to, like, see it, to go in the theater, so I was blown away. But anyways, like I said, I was entertained. It's, like, one of those movies, Jurassic World, and I don't know, it just has, like, I feel like they kind of ended up having it kind of, like, a sort of like formulaic like thing because they had Chris Pratt as a hero. He's kind of like the action hero now,
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, it was enjoyable and everything like that. But coming off like Jurassic Park, like the original, it just that one gave me a sense of adventure, of wonder, of this can actually happen. This is terrifying. So I feel like kind of lost that in the Jurassic World. So that's why this makes me excited because like Jeff Goldblum, they trying to make it like the original. So that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you because the only reason that I wanted to like it, I think, more was because of Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
But the movie itself fell short for me because I felt like it really wasn't about the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It was just more like about this guy that's like a badass or whatever,
Yeah.
And I didn't really like it because of that, because it didn't, like, we got the dinosaur for what, like, 2 minutes at the end, and that was it. So it definitely had its problems for me. But nonetheless, with Goldblum coming, maybe he can rescue it for me.
Yeah, hopefully. But the next bit of news, it's a bit of a lot of news. Disney, I don't know if it had a press conference or something, but they just released a whole bunch of release dates for a whole bunch of movies, and I can't even remember all of them. So I have my list right here. So starting with Star Wars. So Star Wars Episode 8 coming out this year is being released in December, and so was Force Awakens and even Rogue One. So everybody thought that they were going to continue releasing them in December instead of the original. All the original movies came out like in the summertime. So Episode 9 is now going to be released in the summer again. I think specifically May 24th.
24th, you said.
24th, 2019. And going off with that, 2019 is going to be a great year for Disney. They're also releasing Frozen 2, which you're a big fan of, in November 27th, 2019. They're releasing Lion King on July 19, 2019. And Wreck-It Ralph 2 got pushed back from March to November again. November 21st, 2019. And also with that, we got Indiana Jones got pushed back to July 10th, 2020. So with all those release dates, I don't know, what are your thoughts on like the release dates or anything, or Star Wars going back to the summer?
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Because that's just the smartest thing to do, to release it during the summer, And I'm glad that they're not releasing it like 18, because I thought for a second they were, because they were just on such a roll. Yeah. They were like releasing Rogue One, and they were just like in talks of releasing all of these movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, wait, like slow down, like let me like sink in for a second.
Let me enjoy all these movies.
Yeah, like I didn't like the fact that they were like rushing it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't surprise me at all that they go more geared towards the summer, because it just makes more sense, honestly.
Yeah. Does anything stand out, like any other release dates for you? Like Lion King, Wreck-It Ralph being pushed back, Indiana Jones?
Well, we already talked about Indiana Jones a little bit, that I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, that they're still going.
Yeah, that they're still going for it. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know, like I'm not, as far as right now, not too excited about it, not too stoked on the idea. Yeah. But who knows? Once the trailer comes, maybe I'll be like more excited for it.
Yeah. So basically, going back to the release dates. Indiana Jones. I wasn't a bad fan of the last one, the Kingdom of Crystal Skull or whatever. Because kind of like the Jurassic Park, they kind of lost that sense of adventure or whatever. But anyways, I'm surprised it's being released so far out, especially because Harrison Ford is like getting up there in age, And like
he's pushing it.
So I don't know. I'm definitely surprised about that. The Lion King, Wreck-It Ralph, all those. Like, I'm just surprised how 2019 we were talking about like practically every year, but 2019 is gonna be amazing for Disney. Like, think about all those movies: Star Wars Episode 9, Wreck-It Ralph 2, The Lion King remake, live action remake, Frozen 2. Like, wow.
Frozen sucks.
Well, anyways, I want you to touch on that. Like, why didn't you like Frozen 2?
Frozen 2 or Frozen?
I mean, yeah, let's go into the future and tell us your thoughts. Sorry, Frozen.
I think it was partly because at that time I worked at Disney.
Oh, that's
when
right.
that movie was released.
Yeah. Oh man.
And the amount of attention that this movie got annoyed the shit out of me.
Okay, I can understand that.
It was insane, and I finally got around to watching it, and I honestly didn't think there was anything special. Like, I didn't think it was funnier than the other ones. I didn't think it was more charming. I didn't think it was more cute. I didn't think anything special about it. It's just
it's just a snowman.
I'm sorry, like, I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then I saw like grown women tackling little kids to try to get the stupid Elsa doll.
Really? Wow.
Selling out. And I'm just like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what it is about this movie that captivated people. Did you like it?
That was okay. I mean, I didn't see it in theaters. I'm kind of like against like all the hype. Like, it's like even new albums, new movies and stuff like that, like Twilight, that's why. I don't know. But anyways, I got to see it. I saw it. And it was okay. I liked it. I didn't like it, of course, like everybody else. It was just such a phenomenon.
Insane.
And I think I thought of the same thing as you. I was like, okay, why is this so special?
The songs, like, everything.
Oh, I agree with you. That fucking song got in my mind, and I think that's why it took so long to see the movie.
I was just like, what is it about this movie? I was like, am I like turning into like the Grinch where like I just don't like these movies anymore? Because I think I told you I've been struggling for some reason for the past years. The latest Disney movies have just not been cutting it for me. Yeah. I don't know what, if I'm going through something or I don't know what it is. Maybe
menopause. Maybe midlife crisis.
Maybe I'm missing that. I don't know. It's just it doesn't bring anything to the table for me anymore. So yeah, so those are just my 2 thoughts, my 2 cents on Frozen. Wasn't a fan. Sue me. Like, I didn't like it.
I'm not, no judge here. But hopefully not on the internet either, you know? But wrapping up with the release dates, I'm glad Star Wars is coming back to the summer. Because I remember watching all those movies in the summer. I mean, obviously I wasn't born to see the original trilogy in theaters. But I remember going to theaters to watch the first one, second one, third one. I was going to say the 7th one, but that wasn't released in the summer. But yeah, quick little story. I remember 6th grade. I remember talking to all my friends, and the ones who watched the Real Talk, you guys will know what I'm talking about. We like planned this. Like, okay, Star Wars comes out this day. We had the money. Like, it was like the last 30 minutes of school. We were kind of like counting down the time. Like, come on. Like, we wanted to go watch Revenge of the Sith. So after that, we all met up at a certain point in the school. We fucking ran. We literally ran to our closest theater, which was Indian Hill. There was a theater there in Pomona. I don't know if you remember. Yeah. It's in California, whatever. So we ran there. Literally, like, we ran there. We saw the movie. Like, that's how, like, passionate I was. But anyways, I'm trying to, like, I want there to be that sense of thrill, kind of to go and see Star Wars again in the summer, Right. But
where was that their sense of thrill when
it was released in the
Force Awakens came out?
Yeah, it was. So I guess it doesn't really matter, but I don't know. I feel like it's like Star Wars is a summer movie,
For me, that sense of like, oh my god, starts when my butt hits the seat and like the music comes on. That's when it like hits me.
Man. Anyways, I just get chills like when I'm in the theater, a long time ago in the Galaxy. Anyways, moving on to the next subject.
All right, yeah. Okay, moving on. Because then we're going to nerd out on that. But anyways, another bit of happy news from Disney. Timon and Pumbaa have been cast.
Yes.
Finally. It is set to be Seth Rogen is going to be Pumbaa. Yeah. And Billy Eichner is going to be Timon. So what are your thoughts? You go.
Honestly, I wasn't... I don't know, when these castings get announced, like, I don't know, sometimes I don't even think of these actors. Like, Seth Rogen, I never thought of him to play Pumbaa. And at first I was kind of like, okay, he's done a lot of animated work, surprisingly. He did, obviously, the most recent Sausage Party. He's been in Kung Fu Panda. He's been in Monsters vs. Aliens. He's been in a lot, surprisingly. So, like, now he's going to come back to this. I don't know. For some reason, like, hearing Seth Rogen's laugh coming out of Pumbaa, it makes sense to me. Like, for some reason. Like, I don't know. I think that would be pretty funny. I don't know. I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Because Seth Rogen has that voice that just lends itself for animation, I think.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, when I think of Seth Rogen, I think of dirty things. Like, I think of, like... I just think about stuff like that. So, I don't know how that's going to come out.
Yeah.
But, nonetheless, I mean, I'm down.
You can see it, huh? Like, I don't know. I can definitely see it.
I can see it. What about Billy Eichner?
Billy Eichner, I don't know much about him, but I know that like we were saying, he stars in that one, like he comes out in the Billy in the Streets or something like that. Mm-hmm. And like I heard that he has like a great voice, like a unique voice as well.
That's what I want. I wanted someone with a unique voice.
Yeah. So you think he could pull off Timon?
I want to say yes.
Yeah.
I want to say yes. I'm hoping that together though. Yeah. They're amazing.
That's true because Timon and Pumbaa is such a great duo, so they have to work together like in this. You know.
They definitely have to bounce off of each other. They have to have that like vibe, and I'm hoping that they can do that, which I think they can because Seth Rogen works really well with pairs because we've seen with him before. You know, he has that thing about him, but so I'm actually pretty content. Yeah. But I won't be able to. I want to see already how it's gonna sound. Yeah. I wonder if it's gonna surprise us. Yeah. It might. It's gonna take me by a loop because then I'm just gonna be like, wait, what? Like it's Seth Rogen, too. Yeah. But yeah, so far, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so far I like it too. All the casting: Donald Glover as Simba. Obviously, we have James Earl Jones returning as Mufasa. Beyonce Knowles. I hope they get Jeremy Irons again because he's still around and he's so iconic as Scar too. So if they got Mufasa back, James Earl Jones, they should get Scar back, please. We're gonna sign a petition. Please. But Beyonce Knowles is gonna play Nala. You see, that's where I had to be the bigger man because when I first heard about that, I was like, oh, fuck, like of course of course it's gonna be Beyonce. Yeah. But then I was like, okay, you know what? I have to think about it as like a good as a moviegoer. No, okay, cool. As a moviegoer, I had to put myself in the perspective, and I was like, okay, I can't lie. She does have a nice, very calm voice. Yeah. To play Nala. Yeah. Because at first I was angry. I was like, man, like really, they couldn't get anyone else. Yeah. But then I thought about it, and I was like, she does have a very nice, like calm voice. So I think it actually fits perfectly. So I had to be like, all right, I guess, like. Yeah. But again, guys, with all these topics. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys agree with us, don't agree with us. You think I'm full of shit. We're full of shit. If you think we're sponsored by McDonald's over here. Sponsor us! But anyways, moving on to the next story. And I'm personally excited for this. Like a lot. And it's going to contain some spoilers if you haven't seen the movie Split. So if you haven't seen the movie Split, please go watch that. I personally really liked it. But the movie news is that M. Night Shyamalan released on Twitter that he finished the script for his next movie, and that's going to be none other than an Unbreakable sequel and Split sequel called Glass. And it's going to reunite Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, James McAvoy, and Anna Taylor-Joy from Split and Unbreakable, and it's going to be like the third film in this series. Right. So, it's been a while, though. For like Unbreakable? Because Unbreakable came out, I want to say... 2000, 1999, 2001, I think. So it's been a while. It's been a while. I was surprised because I was like, man, that's pretty ballsy. Yeah. Bringing it back after it being so long. Yeah. But I could see how, I was like, oh, I see what he did. Like, he was very, like, the way he did it, it made sense, I guess. But I'm not as excited. Yeah. But. Another movie that everyone seemed to enjoy, and I was just like, what is wrong with me? It has me doubting myself. But I didn't hate it. Yeah. I just wasn't blown away by Split. Yeah. I don't know why. It just... But seeing Split, you had seen Unbreakable before. I had seen Unbreakable, so when I saw the last bit, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. Yeah, me either. I think nobody was. I was like, M. Shyamalan, you sneaky son of a bitch. Yeah. Like... He always has,
twist endings or like weird endings.
But that's what pissed me off about Split. It didn't have that.
Yeah, it was just more like a reveal, not a twist ending. Just like, hey, this takes place in this universe.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, I was thinking about it, and I was like, is Split a good movie without that ending? For myself at least.
Without the ending.
That ending of had everybody hyped. Because I mean, going into the movie, I was excited because James McAvoy, he's so good in that movie. I watched it twice. Good. I watched it twice, and the second time, I couldn't take my eyes off him. Like, he was so good.
He was great.
But I don't know. The second time I watched it, I was like, is this a good movie by itself? And I think it was. It had a lot of, like, depth, I think, to all these characters. And I don't know. I really, really enjoyed it as that. And then you throw in the ending. For me, that's what made it like, oh my God. But I'm so excited for this. I don't know if it has a release date yet. Actually, it does. It's coming out in 2018, next year in January, I believe. 18? I don't know. January 8th. So we don't have to wait that long for it. But I'm excited. Like I said, Unbreakable is underrated. I think, in my opinion, it's such a great movie. And they're saying like that it's a superhero movie if you pay attention to it. And it's like such like a movie that's ahead of its time, because it came out before like Spider-Man and all that stuff.
Right.
So before the superhero craze, but I don't know. I'm excited overall. The cast is all returning. I'm so excited to see where they take this film, because you have two bad guys now. You have Mr. Glass and you have Kevin Windowcrumb, right? Or something like that. So I don't know like how they're going to do it or something. Yeah. Bruce Willis is like, maybe he's going to team up with Anna Taylor-Joy, the character.
Maybe.
Or maybe she's going to team up with Kevin, because she seemed like, obviously he kidnapped her and stuff like that, but like, at the end, it wasn't really like they were, breaking heads. Like, they kind of went through the same thing. That's why he left her alone at the end,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm interested. I'm hyped. Tell us if you guys are hyped as me, or you guys, thought it was like whatever, like Audrey.
It bugs me. I'm like, why didn't I like it? But anyways, that's another thing. But moving on from that, something I am super excited about. Yes. is that we are gonna get a Vince McMahon biopic.
Yes.
Is there anything about release date yet? No.
No release date. It's just
in the works.
TriStar got the rights to it, and it's gonna be called Pandemonium.
TriStar got it. Good.
Yeah, TriStar got it. So with this movie, I thought that, like, as far as biopics go, like, I like to learn about people's lives, especially like personalities like this, like Vince McMahon. How he just took over a whole empire, kind of the whole wrestling craze and stuff like that. And what he was able to build, especially with a lot of people's careers, like, for example, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and stuff like that. How I don't know, but along with great success comes, like, great drama, So I would love to see the behind-the-scenes story of Vince McMahon. Yeah. So hopefully they do this movie justice, they do it right, because it can be kind of like one of those films, like, Right. It's done kind of like, okay, let's do it like real quick for a cash grab or whatever. So I'm hoping they make this movie really good.
I mean, I can see it now being really good. I can see
a vision in the future.
I can see it being really good, but then I can also see it being really bad where they just make it sort of cheesy, or maybe like a cop-out where it's just like...
kind of like Rush or whatever.
Yeah. But I'm excited. I mean, it's Vince McMahon, it's wrestling. I grew up watching it. I know you grew up watching it. Yeah. You still watch it.
From time to time.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard nowadays to find people that actually watch it.
Yeah.
And, like, when I tell people it's kind of like an underground thing, it's like, hey, you watch wrestling? And they're like, yeah, like, did you watch it? It's like, yeah, like, that's how it is.
I just watch, like, the main events, like WrestleMania or something. Yeah, I keep up with it, but not as much as I used to.
Yeah, before, hell yeah. Like, before when I still, like, lived at home, I would keep up with it a lot more. Now I don't really. But still, I think it's always funny because when I find fans of wrestling, it's, like, rare. They're always like...
And there's such like hardcore fans.
Too. Like when you find a fan, you know that they watch wrestling because they like know everything. Yeah. And they're like, oh, did you catch this? Or like they, it's crazy. They know all the moves and stuff, and that's the way I always test it out. Like I tell people, like I'm gonna.
What's his signature move? His finishing move.
I'm like, I'm gonna do Walls of Jericho, and they're like, oh, like when they know what it is, I'm like, okay.
What, Walls of Jericho? Nah, I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait.
Faker.
So anyways, nonetheless, I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see. All right, guys, going on with our next topic here. It's another biopic. And this top biopic is going to be about none other than Madonna. So it's going to take place in like 1985 in New York, back when she was in the prime. So again, quick thoughts about this. She's such an interesting celebrity. She had a lot of ups and downs and stuff like that. She's controversial. Sure. So again, they just had to make this movie right. And something I didn't mention with the Vince McMahon one, they have to not be afraid to tell the actual story. Because a lot of times in biopics,
they filter it.
They try to show you like their dirty side, the dramatic side of each character or like actual figure, but they try to clean it up.
Yeah.
I think
no, it has
the
to
Steve
be
Jobs movies, both of them, they were kind of criticized about that.
Yeah, because they didn't show.
Even though Jobs with Michael Fassbender, that one depicted Steve Jobs kind of like a dick,
He was a dick. Everyone
but such a dick, especially to Seth Rogen's character.
Yeah.
Steve Wozniak,
damn,
but either way, I think that's what I don't know. We can go on talking about.
Well, for another example, just to throw out there, Social Network. I think they did a great job too. Depicting how he really is, because even to this day, I hear stories about him.
Yeah.
But I still hear stories about him, and I'm like, wow, he's an asshole sometimes, and I mean, they portrayed that pretty well. Yeah. The character was kind of like a douche, so to say. So, nonetheless, I think it can be done. Yeah. And it can be done tastefully to the point where it just doesn't look like, oh, they're releasing a load of crap, making them look bad. It's just them telling the truth. Yeah. So I totally agree. I think they should stick to the facts. Mm-hmm. If they were like this, cool, who cares? That's how that's who they were.
Everybody's flawed. Every human has, so I don't see how that would damage anything, it's kind of just a realistic take on it.
And in Madonna's case, oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Well, go ahead, because I'm kind of going to go off on something.
No, well, I was just going to say, in Madonna's case, I feel like every bit of controversy that she has ever caused, it's, super important to who she is. Because I think that's what makes her Madonna.
That's true.
So, I think they should put every bit of controversy that she's done, because I feel like that's just what makes her Madonna, and it's great, I want to see that. I don't want to see her, just being,
oh, she's misunderstood, she meant to do this, and,
Yeah, or maybe they're gonna, I thought maybe they're just gonna show her, struggling, she hits it big, the end, they always do,
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Real Talk. It's a review of Social Network. I want to say, and I'm going to put this out there for you and for you guys too. I want to review the Social Network soon.
Why?
Because now talking about it, it's been such a long time, but I fucking love that movie.
Really?
I love that movie so much. I remember seeing it in the theaters by myself. And come on, think about it. What kind? I don't know. I fucking love that movie. I love that movie. I just think it's so great. And right now, talking about Mark Zuckerberg and stuff like that.
Andrew Garfield did such an amazing job.
Oh my God. He was robbed. I don't think he was even nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
No, he wasn't.
Christian Bale was. I think we covered this before. I think we talked about this. For the Fighter, and Mark Wahlberg. I think they were both leading actors in that movie. It was about Mark Wahlberg's character, but
did Mark Wahlberg win?
No, he was nominated, but I don't know. No, he didn't win. He was nominated.
But Christian Bale didn't win either.
Christian Bale did win.
Okay, but you see, Christian Bale, I think, did an amazing job.
No, yeah, he was. The Fighter is another amazing movie, but I don't know. I feel like he was again with Mark Wahlberg. They're both title characters. They're both main characters. So I feel like they kind of, just to make Christian Bale win, which I think he deserved it either way, they kind of screwed out Andrew Garfield being nominated, and he did such a good job. Andrew Garfield is such a great actor, but in that specific movie,
it's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah. Oh man, I recently watched it 2 months ago or something like that.
Really?
I tried to watch it but I don't know. I really love that movie. Anyways, the Madonna biopic.
Yeah, I know.
But anyways,
how do we go from that to that?
I don't know. I told you, I'm really passionate about that movie.
I can tell.
But yeah, I think that's all your thoughts.
Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna go on with our final topic, guys. It's another biopic. It's basically, we kind of have a director. There's another rumor for the Flash movie starring, what's his name? Ezra Miller. For some reason, I was thinking like Robert or something.
Like,
I was like, wait, it's not Robert.
That's the director's name.
Oh, there you go. Oh, duh. But anyways, it's rumored that the great Robert Zemeckis, we're going over his filmography.
He has a great filmography.
He's like low-key badass. Like Castaway, Forrest Gump.
He loves Tom Hanks.
The Polar Express. It's all Tom Hanks. Recently, he did Allied. He did The Walk.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
All
those
these,
are great
amazing movies. Yeah.
So, with that being said, are you maybe excited? Does this bring a little bit of excitement or any excitement for you for the Flash movie?
Yeah, it does because, I mean, I did mention to you that I'm not the biggest Flash fan.
Yeah.
But having this director, Ezra Miller, it definitely gives me more like promise. Like I would enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Because I think that he has such a great filmography.
Yeah.
He's obviously talented director.
Yes.
And Ezra Miller showing promise, I think, as the Flash. Even though some people don't like him, I personally dig.
Fuck
him.
those people.
I personally really dig him. I don't know if it's just because I'm a fan of his, but anyways, I like him, so definitely excited. What about for you?
I'm super excited. I hope this comes true, and I hope they stick with this because they had 2 other directors, and obviously that fell apart. The Flash, I think, has been having the most trouble out of all the upcoming DC movies. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of bummed out because, like with Wonder Woman, we haven't had a big Flash movie. So I'm hoping this sticks. Like I said, I love Ezra Miller. He was so good in The Perks of Being a Wallflower. He was great in the Stanford Prison Experiment. And have you seen We Need to Talk About Kevin? It's with him and Tilda Swinton.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, he gave me, he's creepy in that. But anyways, he was also good in that. So, and in the bits and pieces that we've seen of him as the Flash, I think I like it so far. I think they have a different take to the Flash that kind of fits the dynamic of this group. You know?
Yeah.
Like the Justice League. So
the new way that they're trying to like.
Exactly, yeah, and this whole tone and stuff like that. So I'm super excited. I hope this comes true. I hope they stick. Everything's good from now on. And I hope nothing for the best for the DC cinematic universe. Yeah.
Yep, so that was it.
That was it, guys. So that was basically it for all the movie news this week.
A lot of stuff.
As always, we had a lot of stuff. There's some stuff that
we had to
we kind of cut out.
Yeah.
But anyways, we always bring like what we really want to talk to you guys about, and hopefully that's what you guys want to talk about too. So anyways, guys, we'll see you guys later on in the week. We have some other videos coming out for you guys. Mm-hmm. Stay tuned for that. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Real Talk with 2 Ks. And any closing thoughts, Audrey?
Nope.
All right, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.